Hi, Collective. So, this is a love reading. So, we're going to get into this. This is going to go in three parts. The first part will be your person, the second part will be you. The third part will be you two together along with some encouragement, okay? So I do get real strongly that your person, so for your person is longing for you. This could be due to a separation and they're feeling like they want to offer deeper desires to the heart. Maybe they are manifesting you two to come back together. Maybe they are pushing and wanting you to talk and understand each other. So you definitely have someone that is willing to be a little more open to longing and to fixing this, and maybe even offering deeper desires of the heart as well. So for some of you, you could be separated, and for some of you, your person could be longing for you because maybe they want a little more attention and affection in this connection. Okay. Your person is also starting to unfold things, and so they are courting, they are kind of waiting and wanting to work according to what you're asking for. So I feel like your person is possibly like, let me unfold this, like let me unfold these things, let me go through these things with a fine-tooth comb, let me unfold what's wrong, let me unfold and get to the bottom of this so that maybe me and my person can reconnect. Maybe this will help my person open up. So even with the unfolding, you are wanting to change things and try to understand why. And this is your person. Your person is wanting to do this. So I do get the person is longing for this. So which means they are also unfolding things. So it's kind of coming together good. They're longing and then wanting it to be unfolded. And then also I get that your person is more wanting to be more available. So maybe your person wasn't available for you. If you two have separated, maybe they're realizing this. If you are in a relationship, or maybe commitment, marriage, however, maybe the person you're with felt like they weren't available to you enough as a husband or enough to you as a boyfriend, and maybe they feel like they need to work on it. However, for someone that could be split up and you two are pulling towards each other, your person is feeling like, I'm ready to be available. They are willing to make some changes. They're willing to be open and receptive of what you're asking of them. And so if you two are separated, I do see where some of you may end up coming back together. It's what I'm getting. And I get strongly that the person is willing to be open. So the person is longing for you. They're wanting to unfold and work on some things and figure some things out. And then they are wanting to be super available, okay? And then also I get that your person is ready to release things. And maybe they are ready to release some things that they weren't doing right. So maybe they want to make some changes. Maybe they want to drop toxicity. Maybe if you realize your person was dealing with other people, they're willing to drop those people. Maybe in a relationship where you're committed or this is marriage, maybe this person is willing to release some stubborn ways. I get that the person is willing to release some things, and ready to let some things go so that they can move forward, okay? And then also I get that the person is wanting to do this now. So someone is ready to move and make some changes now. So you might get a shocker out of your person. If you're married, you're going to get a shocker out of your person. Like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden they just started changing. And then if you are not together, your person is like ready to do some things now. So they might kind of flock towards you. You might receive a phone call. You might receive a text. You might receive a invite for a date. Someone might even bring you like some flowers or a gift or a small gesture just because I want to show my person I'm ready to do this now. So that's how your person is feeling. So your person is longing for you. They're wanting to unfold some things and work on some things. They're ready to be available. They're ready to release toxic ways, persons, traits, stubbornness, and they are kind of ready to do this now. Okay, so that's what I get for the person. Let's go ahead and start with you next. So for you, you may be a person that embrace all testing, meaning like you're up for a challenge. So this could be a challenge for you. You feel like this is a challenge, but you know what? I accept this challenge and I am open to see what happens if I do this challenge, or if I see what happens during the time that my mate is trying new things for me or trying to open up for me, is what I'm getting to. So You're going to release any fears that you have in regards to this and accept this challenge. So maybe you are fearless and maybe you're not worried about it because you might say, I'm good at testing and I know I can take this challenge. I know I can wait for my person to become the better version of them. Now, I do get that some of you have some uncertainty. So you may not be sure about exactly where this is going to go. You're not fully relaxed in this. You're not fully peaceful in this. However, you are willing to fall in the moment if that certainty does come. Also, you are wanting things to unfold as well. So you might start to unfold some things about yourself that's going to help this connection get back together. And even for some of you that are married or in a committed relationship, even though there's some uncertainty, you and your partner are going to sit down and talk and try to figure this out is what I'm getting, okay? So you are learning to trust as well. You're going to try to trust because maybe this person broke your trust. Maybe there was some things that was done. There was some disputes a little bit. And so the person might have broke your trust. And now you're like, okay, let's try to work on this. Let me try to trust and rebuild trust in this connection or in this relationship, okay? So you are up for the challenge. Even though there was some uncertainty, you are also willing to try to be trusting again and allow yourself to have the certainty. You also are trying to be true to yourself, meaning that even though I accept this challenge, even though I am uncertain, I'm going to be true to myself. Because we can accept the challenge and we can still be uncertain, but then we can also be like, well, I'll just overlook it. I get with you, even though there is the challenge, the uncertainty, you are willing to still be your true self. So that means if I have to make a head over heart decision, if I have to try to make myself be a little open, I don't want to look past things that I shouldn't look past. Or I don't want to, like say for instance, red flags. You could see red flags, okay? And even if you and this person decide to work on this relationship, you might still see some red flags, but you're learning to be true to yourself. Like, I saw those red flags. This person hasn't changed. And so I'm going to be true to myself and maybe find another route to take within this relationship or within this commitment or however, okay? So I do see where you're trying to be true to yourself. You definitely don't mind the change. So you are going to welcome change. That's what I am seeing for you. You're going to welcome the change. So if this person is willing to change and uplift you and even surprise you because maybe this person is stubborn, you're going to be open to it. Like, okay, I trust the process and I'm willing to dive deeper in this for the love or the affection of this person because I might want it. So you are welcoming the changes. So like I said, there's the challenge and you're up for the challenge. Even though there's the uncertainty, you are still willing to look at this and be your true self. And then you are also welcoming the change as well. So I do also get for you, you are trying to go with the flow and harmony. So you could be moving gracefully. Maybe some of you are kind of moving strategically too. So you're going to let that flow. You're going to be open to letting this flow. So maybe like if you were argumentative in the past, maybe you're like, I'm not going to be super argumentative. I'm going to like have some grace. And maybe you felt like I came off harsh or abruptly in the past, but let me do this with grace and harmony so that things can flow. So like I said, you're up for the challenge. There was some uncertainty. You're hoping to get some certainty. You are standing in your true self. You are welcoming change and you are doing this gracefully. So now we're going to touch on something for the both of you. So I get where you both are going to accept help from each other, okay? So maybe you two might need to help each other learning how to grow in the relationship, learning how to accept help in the relationship. Maybe neither one of you want to accept help. Maybe neither one of you want to accept constructive criticism. And it takes a lot in a relationship to grow. It takes a lot to accept help, especially if you're a person that don't accept help. And maybe you two might sit down and meditate and figure something out about how to grow forward in this relationship and help each other. I see some playfulness, some flirtiness. So you two may start flirting with each other a little more than normal. Maybe this is a different way that you flirt. Maybe you are feeling like, let me do something nice. Let me cook a really nice dinner. Let me put on a really sexy dress when you get home. All right, you could even feel like the gentleman can even feel like, let me put on a really nice outfit and take her out, and we might dress up. Maybe I put on a tie and some slacks, or maybe she put on a really nice dress and we get out and do something nice. So there's some changes with some flirtation too. Like you guys might start all the way over and fresh. You guys might make a new start. Like I want something new and something better and positive. So we're gonna do things like re-court each other, re-date each other. So that comes into. Also, someone's intuition is very high. So between the two of you, the intuition is very high. So maybe note that this is for the both of you. So maybe even though the intuition is very high, one of you could feel like, hey, don't play with me. You know, my intuition is high. I pick up things, I see things, I feel things. So maybe that one person is like, don't play with me. And maybe the other person is open to intuition. Now, both of you could possibly have intuition. And maybe both of you are saying, hey, don't play with me. I'm a seer. I have gifts, you know. So intuition is really strong here. So I see where you guys are going to accept help. There's some playfulness and there's some nice flirting. I see where intuition is very high. Also, I get nurturing. So someone is either a really strong nurturer, either one of you is strong in nurturing more than the other. And so the one that is less strong in nurturing, your partner may be wanting you to be more nurturing. Like, I hugged you after a long day. You told me you were crying and upset, and I brought you some tissue. I brought a box of Kleenex to you. I rubbed your head, and I just gave you a hug and a kiss to the forehead to let you know that it was going to be okay. Also, the woman, you may be wanting to cook more, and make sure your man eat a good, strong home cooked meal. Maybe the male is feeling like, well, she always cooks, so I'm going to go cook for her today. I'm going to nurture her, and vice versa. So I see where both of you are wanting to work on some nurturing things towards each other too. But I would definitely suggest that you both be open to this, because I feel like nurturing is very big. Somebody's wanting nurturing quite a bit in this connection, okay? And even if they haven't said it and came forward with that, they want that. They want that nurturing. They want you to give it to them. Also, I get that someone feels like I'll be yours alone. So this is the energy between the two of you. Like I said, this is the two of you together. Someone's feeling like I'm not in competition. I don't compete with anyone. You know, you're gonna want me and want me alone. I'm yours alone. I'm not a competing person. I don't want to compete. I don't want to be in competition. Maybe somebody feel like they're too grown for competition, and vice versa. The person can feel like I don't want to compete. You know, if you got other gentlemen that's wanting you, I don't want to compete with that. Either you're going to choose me or don't choose me at all. So there is someone that's feeling like they don't want to compete. So like I said, for you two together, you are accepting help with each other. There's some playfulness, there's some flirting, some fun dates. There's high intuition. You guys could be wanting more nurturing, and someone is definitely making it clear that they're not in competition with anyone. All right, so that's what I get for the both of you. The last thing is the encouragement. I definitely say move in harmony and balance, okay? There's some balance. There's a lot of balance that's needed in this connection, okay? But try to move in this gracefully and slowly. And in life, try to complete this cycle in a good way. I get strong collective that some of you really want this connection. And so you two may have already started working on it. And I get for some of you that are married, you might have spoken about a divorce, but you are trying to work towards getting it better and trying to move forward. Okay, so like I say, definitely hang in there. Try to welcome this new cycle in your life and allow the outcome to be very positive, because I get some of you definitely want to stay in this connection. Okay, that is all that I have for you, collective. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Please feel free to share, and as I always say, tell someone about this, and maybe because they need to hear it and they can watch it as well. Okay, bye.